Good morning. So I've kind of hesitated making a video like yesterday, especially because I am doing what I do in the process of clearing things that you discover. It has to, depending on how much it is or how many lifetimes we're talking about, you have to process it all through the body. So, and aside from the fact that I feel like I'm pretty much floating between dimensions and I'm in some alternate universe, which we are. But remembering all these things has to go through this holy temple here. And it's doing its job, you know, as long as I always just be me. Keep focusing on the gratitude and the blessings and all that works out for me kind of thing. So this video is kind of about, you know, like I'm sure we've heard a million times, or at least once, that there's this theory that we live in this hologram. Mind you, with my eyesight and the way that my eyesight works, it's always looked like that to me, you know. It may have been a while before I realized it was like a spinning vortex, but I've always seen like the web of life or like a pixelated view of the world. It's hardcore these days, and it's kind of why I want to just get out there and have fun. And I already have somebody that's going to help me write my books or put my writings that are already out there into books. So I'm going to surrender a lot of stuff with my eyes. I'm just going to channel and release if I feel like it. If I don't, I don't. But there's a lot of things going on right now. Anyway, so let's just pretend like life is a video game, shall we? You know, for me, from the very beginning, I'm always like, okay, if that's what you say it is, then why? All right, if that's what you say it is, then why? Okay, now, every time you get bigger, I still want to know the why. There's always like a why. Even if it's just good, that's still a why. Let's just say it's a video game. The objective would be just like on a regular video game. You know how you go around and you find all these things that you're grateful for. You pick up the extra health over there. You pick up some food over there. You might get a video camera or something, like you can pick up a camera. I could use weapons as examples, but I'm not down for that. But, you know, whatever the case may be, if that's the world you choose, then, you know, you could pick that up too, because it may serve you when you hit the head guy at the end, which is actually just you. So we're like in this game, and if we're smart enough and wise enough and present enough to realize the blessings that we have everywhere, even if it's just the ability to breathe. Like right now, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm like, my whole voice is changing. And there's so many things that are changing about me right now. Upgrading, processing, whatever. So you remember and you realize, you know, like that there's all these beautiful things, and you count the blessings that are all around you, and you go and you collect them and you put them in your little medicine bag. And then as you go along, you hit the certain point of like the end of the level where that big guy is, you know, that you gotta, hopefully you have enough health built up and you have enough weapons, so to speak, or love bombs or whatever, bath bombs. That'd be funny. But you have all sorts of different things that you could, you know, use to overcome this bad guy at the end, you know, so you could level up. Well, you know, it turns out that the bad guy at the end, which isn't a bad guy, is just you. And it's like you're taking all of those blessings and the things that you've picked up along the way. Not only did they help you along the way, and you think that it is that you're gonna like throw it at this other thing, right? But no, you're actually just like integrating it into yourself. You know, you're like taking all of those level ups and all those little health things, and you're just pretty much, you think you're throwing them at something else, but if you're really aware of what's going on, you're really giving it back to yourself. And then you'll be able to see what said bad guy or what that reflection at the end of the level is asking you. And it's instantaneous, man. Like, just observe. Slow down. Stop staying so busy in your mind that you can't catch all these things. I don't know if it's just the gift that I've got, but I've always been a big believer in if I can do it, you can do it. You know, I might just have a little extra chutzpah to like an energy to take this information in from wherever it comes from, which again is just me. Everything is me. So I mean, like, even if I was a creation and something digital that woke up and stopped being an NPC or whatever they call those things, you know, the ones that aren't alive. You know, they've played movies. I've watched a couple of them. I wish I could remember the name of one of them, but one of them was like this, I think it's blue shirt guy or something. But the idea was is that he was a part of a program and he didn't realize it, and he slowly started waking up and noticing the twerks and the nuances or the lack thereof, the fact that everything was pretty much a program, and then he became the nuance, really. And he woke up, and that was the whole idea. And then what? Then whatever you want, right? I love you guys.